If you're constantly keeping in touch with the same group of people and you're having contact with them, there would have been a phone call that preceded that or a face-to-face little pop-by meeting that preceded it. When you are building a relationship, you find out what is going on in people's lives. You know the circumstances of their life. And so it becomes easy to populate the notes. I know it may sound very ethereal and academic now. When you're in a relationship, it's, hey, so glad that thing came through for you. Or, sorry to hear about what happened with your daughter. Just know that I'm thinking of you. It's much easier when you're in a relationship. Yeah. But if it's business related, it's fine. So glad the transaction's working out. If there's anything I can do, let me know. It has the same impact. Okay, I know I'm on this, banging on this drum now, but just let me bang on it for another 2 minutes. When you have got, I said one person to do this with is difficult. And by the way, you've got to keep them there once they're there, because they can slip back. Well, with one person, it's difficult. With 100 people, it's your job. You want to work by referral. You have to transition 100 people from knowing you to liking you to trusting you. That is an incredibly difficult thing to do unless you have some high leverage systematic techniques. I challenge you to find one technique that is more powerful, costs less money, and takes less time to transition a large group of people from knowing you to liking you to trusting you than a daily discipline of writing handwritten notes. Virtually cost-free, one note will take less than a minute to write. I've timed it. In the envelope, maybe another 30 seconds for the address and putting the stamp on. You keep that discipline up with 100 people. It is one of, if not the most powerful technique in our whole system to take this bunch of people and move them. The elimination cocoons. Handwritten notes are often only thrown away months after they're received. I can't tell you the number of times I've gone on a meeting presentation, I've gone to someone's office that I had a meeting with like a year before, and I'd sent them a note after. I always send a handwritten note after a face-to-face meeting. And I'm sitting in their office, and what do I see on the bookshelf? My handwritten note standing there. See, people have a conscience attack when they've read a note. Oh, that's so nice of them. That was amazing. The conscience will not allow them to throw it away. And it's like, ooh, on the computer, on top of the TV, on the bookshelf, and it stays there for months and months. And every time they see it, they think warm and fuzzy feelings about you. So they cut through the elimination cocoons. Whereas, email lasts, 3 seconds. Boop, delete, and it's gone. A handwritten note hangs around.